Chapter 6, Part 4, Becoming Sister-Wife. I went out of my way to show her our best side. The first time Robin came over to our house, I made sure we had a big meal ready. I put as much effort as I could into welcoming Robin with open arms. We have such a wonderful family, and I wanted to ensure that she had no choice but to fall for all of us. However, when she and Cody courted and married, I was no longer the sweet person Robin first met. A loving sister, wife I initially promised her disappeared. I feel guilty for offering something to Robin I couldn't provide. I felt as if I lied to her. If I did, it was through no fault of Robin's, but entirely due to my own problems. I feel blessed in knowing that Robin is generous enough to forgive me. Cody and Robin's courtship came at a time of huge personal upheaval. I was pregnant with Truly, and we had also entered new and uncharted territory as we began filming Sister Wives for TLC. When Cody started courting and then married Robin, it really rocked me. I gave birth to Truly and was suffering from extreme postpartum depression. I never thought I'd feel such a sense of loss and such crippling jealousy. I thought I was better and stronger than I really did. The strangest feeling is I had a stronger testimony that Robin should be a part of our family than I ever did about whether I should marry Cody myself. I was certain beyond a shadow of a doubt that marrying Robin was the right thing to do. I recognized immediately what an awesome, special, and wonderful person she was. She belonged in our lives. I knew that she and Cody deserved each other, and this is what made it so hard. Despite my testimony that Cody courting Robin was the right thing to do, I could not curtail my own insecurity that Cody was abandoning me for someone else. The undeniable fact about our lifestyle is that no matter how strongly committed to it you are and how much you long for sister wives, it is difficult to keep your petty jealousies in check. It was appropriate that Cody and Robin shared a destiny, but I couldn't help it but feel that this might marginalize my place in Cody's life. If Robin had been a lesser woman, not emotionally, spiritually intelligent, not as strong or as generous, I might not have been threatened by her. As ungenerous as it is to say, I could have, at least in part, disregarded her. Cody didn't deserve a lesser woman. I never would have allowed him to marry someone who wasn't wonderful as Robin. During Robin and Cody's courtship, it was evident to me how wonderful she and Cody were together and how much in love they were. I felt abandoned by my best friend, and as if once more I lost my identity. I couldn't see myself as Cody's wife. Instead, I felt inconsequential, as if I had been pushed to the side. It's a horrible feeling when you let someone in, allow him to become the most important person in your world, and then he replaces you. When this happened, I began to demand more of Cody, which was hard for him. He had started courting Robin, so he had less to give to me, or at least that's what it felt like. Nevertheless, despite my own heart, I have to hand it to Cody when it comes to bringing in other wives, making everyone feel safe and secure with the transition. He has done a superb job. During Cody's courtship and marriage to Robin, I felt I felt that I needed more from him than he was giving me. He couldn't love me enough or spend enough time with me. Nothing he did satisfied me. I was so panicked about being neglected. I wanted more and more and more. I nagged and nitpicked. I felt it was his responsibility to do all the heavy lifting in our relationship. I had to admit that during that period, it wasn't a lot of fun to be around. Eventually, Cody had enough, and I was venting to him once about something, some way in which I felt I was being shortchanged, and he just looked at me and said, "I just want my best friend back. I need you, I miss you, and I want you back." There were tears in his eyes. When I realized he wasn't saying it to be hurtful, which by the way was totally stupid to think, I began to change to take the advice I so recently given the other woman living from marriage. During the period I was taking my own unhappiness and insecurity on Cody, I learned a lot from my kids. Kids being kids. They can whine and complain. They can nitpick and pester me about the smallest most inconsequential thing. When they test me too much, I can no longer deal with being around them, so I send them to their room. Suddenly I realized that what my kids were doing to me, I was doing to Cody. I needed to stop harassing him and making demands on him. I had to let myself love him and let him love me too. I too wanted my best friend back. It had been a big change for me from being the person people could rely on for holidays, family meals, to becoming the dependent one. During my struggles with postpartum depression and my own issues with making room for a new wife, I had to ask my sister Rose to take over some of my duties to organize family meals and trips, take care of the little kids during the day. I needed to lean on them while I rebuilt my own inner strength. Mary and I had gone a long way toward repairing our relationship when we had been traveling together, and I believe that we are back on track, but still I'm hurting. I've been very frank with Mary, Janelle, Robin, and Cody about where I stand emotionally. I let them know what I need from them and what I can and cannot do. I recognize that they are always there for me, and everyone is supporting me now. I need their patience and their understanding. I will get through this, but I need time, and I'm lucky enough to have a wonderful, supportive husband. As our family became more settled, Cody has been more available to us as a group, taking on a leadership role in the day-to-day concerns that were once my chosen obligations. In many ways, this is more appropriate. He made this transition wonderfully, which speaks to the amazing emotional maturity he's achieved over the years. I think he gets overwhelmed a lot quicker than I used to, but he's learned to listen to all of us, to take our needs and problems into consideration, and then to apply them to the overall picture. I'm very happy to take a backseat while he does this. Although Cody is a stronger man than he's ever been and grows more and more reliable every day, I feel a lack of stability in our relationship. I can only blame myself and my insecurities for this. I will get through this when I've strengthened my relationship with God. This will return my confidence to me, and then all the jealousy will vanish and everything will fall into place. I know that this will happen because our family is incredibly strong. I've seen a lot of polygamous families in my life, and ours is the bond. My own securities to do our collective strength. In the long run, I know my struggles are temporary.